Hey beautiful friends, welcome to my channel, The House of Jen. Today we are going to challenge ourselves and create a high-end spring decor Pottery Barn dupe for far less. If you have not already, please subscribe because we are going to have a blast creating and decorating and more. Let's jump in.
Hey friends, so guess what? I am so excited because I am obsessed with like all things Pottery Barn. They have some great Easter things right now, especially like things, you know, like the bunnies and everything, the little cute little bunnies, the terracotta bunnies and the big ones. But look how cute they are. But I just don't love the price. Okay, maybe I'm just a little cheap person, but if I can figure out how to do a dupe, save a little money, I'm like, why not? And so I love those bunnies. So Hobby Lobby for the win. Okay, so look, these were, of course, we're gonna do something with them because they're kind of, you know, this is not really the look that I'm going for, but $7.49, and I didn't even pay that, guys. 40% off when I picked up these cute little hoppers, okay? So $7.49 for this one. And then I love the shape. I mean, is this not totally realistic? Like, I feel like that is such a great high-end shape, and like the ears are all indented. This was $9.99, so 40% off that. It's a little more intricate. And then, you know, the Pottery Barn has like the set of 3, the little terracotta bunnies, and this one was also 40% off, $9.99. And then my husband was like, well, you gotta get the egg, right? So I got the egg. This one was only 40% off, like $3.99. So super cheap, just to have the whole little look going on there. And I have some carrots, which I'll show you later. But I think what I'm wanting to do is dip these in cement. My husband has some thin set. I think that's what it's called, thin set. But it's white. And then we're gonna try to see if we can recreate this look, add some paint, some dimension. But anyway, let's do it. Oh, first I have to change clothes. Also, get you some gloves because it's gonna get messy. Okay, so I've changed my clothes. I have some heavy duty single-use gloves. And y'all, I never thought I'd be working with some mortar, but this is tile mortar and it is white because my husband was like, why don't you just use the white mortar and instead of like a dark gray, and it won't be as much like work painting. So I thought that was the most excellent idea. I have some water and we're just gonna kind of play with the consistency. So I'm just gonna, it looks so lovely with my picture here, doesn't it? Okay, so first I have some water. I'm just gonna be like, okay. And then this is really, really thick and we want it really quite thin. So I just want to keep mixing the water because obviously that is way too thick. So I'm going to keep mixing. Let's see. Let's mix it up. Got a little paint stick thing, but you could use whatever disposable heavy duty thing. You just don't want it to break while you're stirring. Okay. You want to make sure you get all the little clumps and lumps out. I feel like I'm making a non-edible pancake batter here. Okay, so obviously need more water because I want it to be quite thin if I'm dipping, because we're actually going to dip these guys, these little bunnies, and eggs and carrots. And I have a little, oh, this is looking a little better, but it's still quite thick, but I don't have it all incorporated. Okay, so remember, don't eat this, guys. This does look like pancake batter, but you can't eat it. All right. Kind of keep mixing up here. Let's add a little bit more. Okay, I added kind of a lot that time, so we'll see. All right, I'm going to keep stirring. See what we got here. All right, this looks a lot better. So we do want it thin. Okay. So it's about like this right now. I may add a little bit more. Let's see what we got. Okay, what's up, Doc? I'm starting out with a carrot. We have some plastic kind of saran wrap and rubber band because I did not want my greens to get covered in mortar. So this is the consistency that I'm experimenting with. You guys, I've never done this before, but I'm just basically wanting to kind of roll it all. Oh, wow. I should have gotten more of a flat pan. I'm already seeing that's a issue because I want to dunk it. So I almost need like a flatter pan, but I'm just going to kind of bathe it on here with the paintbrush and just give it, you know, like I'm dipping it in ranch dressing, but again, a non-edible dip here. And we're just going to try to get it all the way covered. Obviously, it would have been a lot easier if I could have dunked this whole thing. I'm having some clumps. This is not a perfect science. We are just, oh, but you know, it is kind of covering it. It's giving some texture. This is a really good, I don't know what material this carrot is. I don't know, but it's very thready and it's giving it a nice kind of structured base, which I'm liking that. And I feel like this may look really good. Let me see. I'm going to keep covering it up. Y'all, this is kind of relaxing and fun. You cannot mess it up. I love things that you can't mess up because we can always sand down edges. I love messy, kind of abstract, fun things that turn out really pretty in the end. Kind of like a lot of our lives, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got it all covered pretty much. And I feel like we still kind of used a good bit of stuff here, material, mortar, whatever you call it. And I have, let's see if it's all covered. I'm just trying to make sure everything's all kind of covered. All right. All right, there we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to simply place it on a little plate here, disposable, of course. And voila, let's try something else. Okay, guys, we do have gloves on, or I have gloves on. I'm doing this project with you. And so I realized let's use the gloves, right? Since I can't dunk my items, I mixed up some more mortar here. So I'm just gonna, oh my goodness, this is so messy. This is why you have gloves on though, right? Okay, I still have some clumps. Yikes, probably need to get the clumpy lumpies out. You don't want to skimp on this step like I did. But I'm covering my egg right now. I'm just kind of bathing it with my hands. That way I can get a better consistency and there'll be less ridges. And it's adhering really nicely because it's this fuzzy, wuzzy little material. I like that this is a huge egg. Could also be doubled as like a dinosaur egg, right? But this is going to be like an Easter springy display, which I'm really excited to have a little custom display, right? I feel like I'm using a good amount of product on here. I'm super thankful that I have gloves on. You do not need to do this without gloves. Okay, I really, really wish that I would have mixed up the clumpy lumpies more. Really, really need to listen to my own advice. I tend to give a lot of advice, but not always take it. Okay, let's see. Just keep massaging this all on it. I'm just gonna try to hurry here so I don't take all day. All right. And it's just, you know, this is kind of relaxing once you, again, if I could emphasize anything by doing this, make sure you get the clumpy lumpies out. See, I'm having to kind of take my fingers and go all around it. I'm just going to go make sure, the main thing is make sure it's all covered. And it's kind of has a nice, cool little texture that's coming through. So that's kind of cool because of the material that we're working with. I like that. And I just want to make sure it all has kind of the same shape. Definitely going to get some more gloves on after this and toss these because these are an absolute mess. So don't just get one pair, get you a bunch. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's cover some bunnies now. Okay, so I decided to be frugal and make these gloves stretch as far as possible. So we're going to take our adorable, this would be adorable as is. I do like the little moss bunnies, but oh well, yes, he's officially going to be a dupe now. Why am I using this? I need to use my hands. Okay, so we're just gonna give the bunny a little bath, little mud bath here. And I'm trying to get all in the little ear crevices. I'm just kind of going on thick because I want all this green covered up, but you don't want it so covered up that all the details are also covered up. But at the same time, I feel like we can address that when we sand it. So we are just going to keep slathering this little guy in cement or mortar. All right, there we go. Just keep covering it up. Keep going. There we go. And cover him on this end. You can still see the moss peeking through, which is going to be interesting. Makes me wonder if I need like a heavier coat. Let's get under his face. You really have to get all the details. Yeah, so it's still kind of showing through his hair, which makes me wonder, like after it dries, if I'm gonna have to do a second coat, which I really don't want to do that because I'm very impatient, and that would just seem like a waste of time. So we'll see. Let's see how much we can cover up here. Okay. Wonder if I just need to keep adding more. What do y'all think? Have y'all ever done this before? Okay. All right, this isn't hard. It just takes a little extra time. It's not hard. Oh, good. So now it's covering, more the green part's covering. Highly recommend as much of the fuzzy wuzzies. We don't want that to really peek through. Now, I guess if you paint it, but still, like you want to pick it up and not have any of its like green hair peeking through. Okay, guys, we'll see how much I can cover up and get this one done. Okay, guys, update on the bunny. I was going to try to, there's really no shortcuts in life, right? We want to keep the form of the bunny, so we're just gonna do it in layers and let this dry. May take 30 minutes, an hour, but we're gonna dry and double dip this guy. Okay, time for the big bunny. Make sure you remove the ribbon that it comes with. Okay, remove the ribbon. All right, let's try and see how far this goes. I don't know exactly how much to tell you to mix up, but the science that I am using, or not so much of a science, is when I run out, I just mix up a little more. And so consistency, I'm sure some of your consistency may be a little thinner, some a little thicker. Obviously, if I have clumps, I'm just trying to, which I do, I'm trying to manually remove it. If you had one of those big, like industrial electric mixers or whatever, it may be better. This is a craft, you guys. So as long as it looks cute on a table, I'm not that worried about it. But if you want to be all professional, you can. So the white bunny, I feel like I would recommend getting that over the what do you call the little mossy bunnies if possible, because it's going to cover it better before you paint. And I feel like with this texture, it's already kind of giving it the texture, and I might not have to go over it so much. Like, I will probably end up doing a double coat or maybe just one. We'll see what I get away with. But the texture is actually kind of nice on this white bunny. But to get the shape, the interesting shape, I did go ahead and purchase the green bunnies. So if you have the time, go ahead and double coat like I'm going to do. But if you just want to single coat, maybe if you have a old like ceramic bunny that you find at a little thrift store. Do y'all like thrifting? I love thrifting. Oh my goodness. Or perhaps like wood or some sort of other material. We're just getting his ears now. I do feel like I'm giving this bunny like a sponge bath. This is so funny. Okay, so we're just about done, and we're gonna let these dry, and I'll show you and tell you how long it takes to dry.
One tip I learned is that you can use a hair dryer to kind of speed up the drying process. Also, the little paper plates were not the best things to let them dry on. In retrospect, I would have put them on little like baking trays or something like that. So for this first step, I am just coating the little bunnies' eggs, all my little spring creatures, with just some white acrylic paint. Now, I know that you could just leave them all white if that's the aesthetic that you want to go for. I thought it would be fun to not make them exactly like the pictures of the Pottery Barn, but to kind of make them my own, and I'll show you what I do later with that. But I am just enjoying just the ease of painting. It can actually be quite relaxing. Now for the fun part. I am just squeezing out various shades of acrylic paints that I have already had in my collection, so that further makes the cost even less for these fun little dupes. And these colors are like just colors that you would see naturally occurring in nature to give it kind of that earthy vibe, the terracotta feel, clay, burnt umber, gray, pale yellow, and of course white and gray. And then you just get to kind of embrace that inner artist and just make it your own. Now you could totally use like a little sponge or a rag or something else to dab it on, but I chose to use the traditional paintbrush.
As I'm painting this little egg, I cannot help but think this season represents new beginnings. For some, it is a sentimental time, but when you have a new beginning, you also have this nostalgic friction. And a lot of people just want to turn the page, move on, but there's always a joy of the in-between, and our stories cannot fully be understood without our intricate history and also our relationship with God. If you are a Christian, if you are not, know that you are dearly loved and that you have a unique purpose. So just as you are painting, it is this season to rejoice and look in hopeful anticipation at what is to come. To show you, we have them all painted, and I think they're so cute. We have a little bunny family Pottery Barn dupes. Here are our little Pottery Barn people, or bunnies, shall we say. And I also did the carrots, which I think they turned out really nice. I'm so glad I did the carrots. These were like basically free because I already had them, but I did add a wax, which I highly recommend. This Waverly, if you can see that Waverly wax, this one is antique wax, the color plaid. I just got the 2 ounce, and you just rub it over with like a lint-free cloth, and you just rub it over the surface. Turned out really nice. You can kind of see a little more of the detail. I have some gray, and you can kind of see I try to create more of a stone effect. I did not put the wax on these, although I might on some of their ears for kind of an accent. This one you can tell I added, originally I was going to do more of like the creamy ones like the Pottery Barn, but they still have kind of creamy undertones because we did the underpainting white. So I think they turned out super cute. Oh, and we have our egg over here, which it just all kind of coordinates. You can see it. I put some, you know, like muddy tones on the bottom. So yeah, I think they turned out really cute. What do you think? What do you think? And I think we did it all for
I don't know, maybe about $20 or so. That's an estimate, which is like far such a better price than our if I had purchased them on Pottery Barn, although I do love Pottery Barn. So hope this gave you some fun ideas, and till next time.